conceptually, same thing we've gone over the last, no, conceptually, same thing we've gone over the last 2 days from a slightly different position. But again, don't get caught up in the specifics. The principles are what matter more. I'm forcing an overcorrection from my opponent. I'm going to drive forward, they naturally drive into me, and then I roll them back. Couple of things are going to be different only because we're starting on our side. So I got to this good half guard position, right? I'm on my side. I got the underhook, I got my ear glued to the chest, and as an added bonus, I've gotten the alignment here. Now naturally, Kurt's going to throw an overhook on me because he doesn't want me going to the back. Okay, number one, keep your opponent's arm underneath your armpit. The simplest way to do it is to clamp your arm down. Okay, can you take your arm out, Kurt? A little bit more difficult. Okay, the most secure way to do it is to come inside for the girlfriend grip here and just grab wrist to wrist. Now, that being said, if you go for the girlfriend grip, it's a big movement. They're going to know something's up. Okay, but you can use that to your advantage. Me personally, I'm not a smart guy. I just clamp this elbow down. So number one, clamp the elbow down. Number two, make some sort of connection on your opponent's far leg. Whether you're just palming the inside of his knee, or underhooking his hamstring, or underhooking his shin, doesn't matter. Establish a connection on the far leg of your opponent so you can bring yourself underneath them. Okay? From here, I'm not doing this. I'm not lifting my opponent up. That's impossible. Watch my hips. My hips go under, 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 under. And now I bridge. End up on top on the other side. Okay? Again, you are not pulling your opponent over you. You are digging your hips underneath. That connection to the far leg will aid that. So again, from the good half guard position, right? My opponent's got an overhook on me. I'm clamping down on this wrist. I'm driving forward because I want my opponent to drive back into me. Here, and that's when I initiate the technique. Okay? So again, without getting to the dogfight, I drive forward, my opponent drives back into me, I make a connection with the leg, and I dig my hips underneath him until I end up on top. If your opponent feels heavy, that means you're not scooting your hips underneath them enough. Okay? So if it feels like you're picking them up, you probably are. Get underneath them. Once they hit the point of no return, you'll feel it, and then you bridge into them so they can't recover. Any questions? So, clamp the elbow down. What was the second one? Establish a grip on the far leg, right? To get yourself underneath them. And I mean close. I mean like head to the knee. And number three, shift your hips underneath your opponent. Don't lift them up. Sorry, what was it?
Can you do full speed?
Oh, full speed, yeah. So again, here, I'm on my side. And again, I draw an overreaction from my opponent. So I've got the alignment here. Yeah, exactly. I'm driving into Kirk. Kirk's driving into me. Establish a grip here. Now my hips go underneath and on top. Cool. If you were here yesterday and the day before, you guys have done this from the dogfight. It's a little bit easier from the dogfight because you get that big dramatic movement, right? Right now, we're just doing it from the side. If you want to do it from the dogfight later, you can. Cool. Long ass explanation. Let's get to work. On three. 1, 2, 3. Go. The connection to the opposite leg doesn't matter too much what it looks like. So again, from here, a connection could literally just be palm on the inside of his leg. So when I collapse, kind of help it over like this, right? Another way could be some of you guys are hugging the leg. That's absolutely fine. Here, right? I'm diving. Instead of getting my palm on it, I go under his ankle or even just underneath the hamstring. Dive under so he can't use that leg coming over. There's even a version of this. I use this on really strong guys, where instead of going for the far leg, I literally just get over the close side hamstring here. And I kind of do a forward roll to change the angle a little bit. So mess around with the grips. Again, either get underneath the close side hamstring or establish some kind of connection on the far leg.
Can you do that second one?
The second one, yeah. So the only thing that changes on the second one is instead of making a connection on the far leg, I'm getting a connection on the close side leg here. Specifically an underhook. Yeah. And now look, I can't roll sideways because he's a little bit strong there. So I'm gonna make sure his arm doesn't come out. I'm gonna roll over my right shoulder. Here. 90% similar to the technique we just did. Same principles, I should say. Okay. Make sure he can't get that arm out. Okay. So mess around with different grips and different locations. Go. All right. On three. 1, 2, 3.
And on top, Dave on the bottom. Dave looking for that dogfight position. It's got a good underhook. Okay. Oh, almost got to the back there. Ant doing a good job getting a crossface. Dave can't go to his right. Oh, we still managed to get that sweep. Let's see how that happened. So here there's a bit of a scramble. I thought Ant was going to recover the position. Dave goes to his left. Oh, okay. Look at Dave's left hand. Boom. Ant's planting on the ground with his right hand. We can see it right here. Get my little. Oh, I guess I don't have it. Right here. Watch what Dave does with his left. Boom. Scoops it. Butterfly sweep. On top. Excellent. Fast forward a bit. Now they switch positions. Ant starts with the underhook. Building a base. Dave's doing a good job keeping Ant on the flat of his back. Remember, when we're on the bottom, we don't want to be flat. He's switching his hooks, but he's got to get out to his side. There we go. Oh, and as he gets out to his side, he got lazy with the legs. Dave steps over in the mount for the easy pass. Ooh, Dave gets very much on his side, going for the Coyote directly. He might bypass the dogfight altogether. Nope, pops out the back. So Ant got lazy with the overhook. Dave was able to pop out the back. Again, Dave doing a good job keeping Ant on the flat of his back. Ant's got to shrimp out. Oh, now he's in a lot of trouble. He can't get lazy with the legs again. He can't lazy with the legs again. Yeah. Saw from a mile away. He didn't have a good control over Dave's right leg, and that's going to allow your opponent just to step right over into mount or side control or just in general make life miserable for you. Okay, and doing a good job keeping Dave on the flat of his back. Oh, Dave recovers. It's gonna pop out the back door. Almost into the honey hole. Oh, gets an ankle lock. Nice. Good scrambles from these guys. Dave. Yeah, Ant's got to get a little bit more vigilant with that leg that's inside his leg. He's letting it loose. Well, look, there's nothing keeping him there right now. So Dave's just gonna thank you very much. Step right over in the mount. So that's a consistent problem that I would, when my athlete's making a consistent problem, I would make them make note of it and address it, obviously. Oh, went for the cowboy sweep, didn't work out, and passes. Nice. Zach with the underhook. Chris giving the resistance here. Not sure what maybe they're going over the position. Yeah, they're in the right position. Zach driving through. Chris blocks it, gets back to the dogfight. Takes it. Now would be a good time for a limp arm. Tries to go high head, high hips. Oh, manages to get it. I didn't think he was going to get that. He managed to get Chris's base narrow enough where he kind of sat him backwards. Driving, driving, driving. Yeah, Chris was not on his foot. So Zach was very easily able to drive him forward, kind of collapse his base. Driving again. Chris is still on his knee. Yeah. If your opponent's on their knee and you're on your foot, you have, much better advantage driving forward. I'm not saying it's going to be the be all end all, but I mean, in terms of driving power, it's not even comparable. Yeah. Chris still on his knees. Oh, Brother runs the team behind him. Chris still likes to stand up. Zach had a deep underhook. Let's look what happened there. Zach had a deep, so he stands up. Zach has a deep underhook. He's even grabbing the gi here. And he's just gonna kind of like dummy sweep him over. Still impressive. I'm gonna run that time for getting another one. Oh, maybe not. Zach comfortable on that foot. He's got all the options from here. Yep, that being the easiest. Anthony in the gray gi, Matt in the white. Matt looking for that. Oh, gets the roll through. Doesn't quite get it. Let's see what went wrong. Oh, pause it. So he's got the underhook. He's getting whizzer kicked, which is a great time to do the coyote, by the way, because your opponent's intention is to put you flat on your back going this way. So you roll underneath them and you get to sweep this way. Let's see what went wrong. Boom. Okay. Tony planted with that far foot. Interesting. The way Matt could have recovered this is to try and shrimp out, keep this underhook and get on top. But Tony was good enough to prevent that from happening. Matt didn't do anything wrong. Tony was just there with him the whole time. He's driving forward. Oh, good knee tap. Very nice. That was pretty textbook. Let's start back. Both driving into each other. Hard whizzer by Ant. Maybe he's gonna. Maybe yep. Looks like Matt is gonna go for the. Yep. The sticky limp arm, but still got there. Excuse me. Reset back to his position. Matt steps up. High head, high hips. Runs it. Got to get that far hook in. Good. Now Ant has a choice. Does he let go of the hook or does he get flattened out? Nice. Let's look at that again. Here, Matt's right foot is up. Ant's left foot is not. All right. So Matt's gonna build height, run it, gets stuck here, does a smart thing by inserting his far hook. Now he's got a really tough angle for Ant to deal with. It also helps that I think Matt's a little bit heavier than Ant too. Good roll through. That was textbook. I think wind fast forward a little bit too much. So both standing here. Gets to a standing position. Yep. Feels that commitment from Tony and rolls through. Nice. Driving forward, gets the knee tap. Oh, Tony has to let go in order to prevent from being swept. But that means he gives up his back and ends up getting swept anyway. Got a couple more left. Moving at a pretty good pace. Tony's really pushing into him now. Prevents the limp arm. Nice. Drives forward and gets the roll through. Very nice. I think I got maybe one more in him. Driving, driving, driving. High, he's higher than his opponent now. Yep, so he's going to run it. Very good. Got Tony in the gray D going for the sweep. Rolls through beautifully. Matt was pushing back into him. They were getting to a standing position. If possible, it's really nice to hit that coyote sweep when they whizzer kick you. Oh, nice limp arm. Nice limp arm to the back. That was beautiful. As soon as he said go, Matt put on the overhook pressure, hit that limp arm right to the top position. Driving through again. Knee tap. Good. Make sure you don't get re-rolled. I've definitely had that myself. I hit a knee tap. They're holding on to me underhook and they end up rolling me back over. Now I'm on the bottom in a bad half guard position. Goes to limp arm, doesn't get it, rolls through. Beautifully execute. Oh, almost. Let's see what went wrong there. Limp arm doesn't work. Rolls through for the coyote here. Everything looks good. I'm not quite sure why that didn't work out. Again, Matt's got a hard back set with his right foot. Maybe Tony should have hipped out a little bit here, but that's hard to determine in the. No, it looks like he was hipping out. But the only thing I can suggest is maybe get a grip on your opponent's far pant leg so you can control that leg a little bit more. Walk into the back, high head, high hips, nice. Obviously not under much resistance, but executing very well. Rolls through. There we go. So he maintained a grip on Matt's leg on this one. Boom. You see his left hand here. As Matt goes to get up, he's going to be able to push his hips down. He's got the underhook, so he's got better positioning to come up. Limp arm. Nice. Really running the whole gamut. I like his diversity of technique. You got one or two more in here. Goes with roll through. Nah, didn't. Yeah, didn't get in deep enough. Remember, you need to get your opponent over you, meaning you got to dive in as hard as possible. He kind of went like straight to the floor on this one. Boom. Yeah. So almost away from him. Blocks the crossface, gets back to a standing position, and now they're fighting. Nice. Kevin with the underhook, Nate with the overhook here. They both stand up beautiful. Let's see where Kevin goes from here. Limp arm, beautiful. That's Kevin's probably favorite technique from here. He's pretty good at it, so I ain't gonna change it. Nate stands up this time, rolls through. That was pretty good. I'm assuming they stopped because they were about to hit another team. Let's look at what went right and what went wrong. The angle was a little bit off. So boom. Nate's high. Yep. Yep. Head leveled about the same, but we can see Nate's hips are clearly higher. He's on his foot, so he's driving through, driving through. Kevin might be able to get this arm, but Nate's doing a good job posting. Kevin elects to roll through, but watch, he's a little bit too perpendicular. Mm, it's not, I'm not gonna say it's wrong to be perpendicular, but you want to make sure your opponent's going over this shoulder. For lack of a better word, Nate's spine looks like this right now, and Kevin's spine is here. So we could see that they are not very parallel. Almost prevents him from being now they're really not parallel. Almost prevents. So this is Nate's spine. This is Kevin's spine. Almost prevents the roll. Can stay as parallel as possible. Fast forward a bit. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe they go right back into position. Oh, or it's too far. Too far. Here. Say go. Kevin's got to get control of that leg. Goes for the far post. Gets it. Goes for the arm. Goes for the leg. Goes for the arm. Doesn't work. Stands up. Beautiful run behind. Exactly. So again, these everything in jiu-jitsu, it's a system, right? If this, then that. If they block this, then you should have backups in play. Reset again. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I can't really see what's going on. Oh, never mind. Another good limp arm. Yeah, Nate's on his way out, but still, Kevin managed to turn a bad situation into a good situation. Oh, all right, Nate managed to get to a standing position that time. I would have done the same thing Kevin did. Maybe a little bit more control over the leg, like squat on it a little bit more. But I mean, everything's 2020 in hindsight, right? Who's got who? Now Nate's head's higher. Well, what's Kevin gonna do? Limp arm attempt, no good. He's got to go back to it. Yep, there we go. Now he should collapse the base. Now he should run behind. Exactly. Way to keep up with him. So we could see how Nate reacted first, but he reacted as a result of being in a bad position. That's what we want. If your opponent is forced to react, that means we're leading the dance. We always want to do that with a better position, not necessarily movement, although that's not bad either. Beck on top, Kai on the bottom here. Kai spins out into entanglement. I'm not quite sure how we got there. Obviously, start recording a little bit late. So here, Beck goes for a front headlock. Kai goes to the Coyote, doesn't quite get it. He's got to come back now. Oh, Beck's got to. Oh, he almost had a shallow underhook there. Knee tap for the finish. That was good. That's exactly what I'm looking for in terms of when people block your path, right? Don't go through the guy, go around, go under, go over. I mean, sometimes you go through, I'm not gonna lie, but if you're a smaller guy, definitely don't want to be doing that a lot. Vex on the bottom now. Oh, Kaiji volunteer. As soon as someone grabs your head like that, go right for the back. That was a good attempt by Beck. I wasn't mad at that. Fast forward a bit. Kai doing a good job entangling the legs. Now he's got to come up to his side. Beck doing a good job keeping him flat on his back. Goes for the no, not the dumbest sweep, the John Wayne sweep. Doesn't get it. Giggler. I think Beck's got an underhook on the other side. Either way, he's got Kai flat on his back. Bad news for Kai. There we go. Manages to sit up. Oh, okay. Nice. Got Chris on the bottom, Zach on top. Beautiful freeze post. Manages to mount all the way to mount. Very nice. Chris driving forward with that foot. Significant resistance by Zach. Let's see how Chris responds. High head, high hips. Going for the far post. Oh, drives through but lost the legs. Yeah, he did the dive through with the Coyote. Got to give him credit for that. But watch his legs. Yeah, he just completely just kind of gave up side control. At least he recovered to the front headlock. Not a great position, but at least he recovered, preventing his guard from getting past. Or no, I'm sorry, not prevent. Yeah, I guess preventing his guard from getting past. Far, far post freeze. Simple. None of these guys are standing up into the single. Like I don't know if maybe I told them not to do it just for this round, but that's also an option. If your opponent stands up, absolutely stand up into a single leg. Hard Wizard by Zach. Chris building high head, high hips. That was wonderful. Almost. Let's see that sequence again. So he's trying to drive into Zach here. Zach hits him with the wizard kick. Instead of fighting it, Chris goes with it. Oh, no. I don't know why he didn't finish this. Boom. I don't know why he didn't finish that. I feel like Zach's arm was still in the overhook position. I don't know what went right and what went wrong, but that was a very good attempt by Chris. Love to see my guys taking risks and trying new things. Let's see if he makes any adjustments. High head, high hips, driving forward. Yep. That seems to be Chris's favorite. Right into the pass as well. It's going to drive forward. Feels it out, doesn't like it. Gets wizard kick to his side. Oh, he's going to run out of time. Zach has the underhook in the black gi. Nate on top of the white gi. I think they're waiting for me to say go. Or maybe fix their position. No, they're in the right position. Zach rolls through. I don't even think he got a grip on the far leg. Roll through was hard enough. Got that clamp around the forearm. Same thing on the other side here. Nate's up. Look at what a wrestler Nate is. His knee was off the ground. Good job, Nate, staying on top. Nice. Wrestlers naturally, this is a deep part of their sport. I would argue more than jiu-jitsu. This position. Oh, that's Zach was driving pretty well. He should have committed to that. Manages to break the overhook and gets to the back. Okay, Nate stands up. Now Zach's got to switch the scenario. Yep, stands up with a single leg. Got to finish it if he has room. Nice. Nice little dump from the single leg. Nate driving into him pretty deep. Zach driving right back. Oh, nice by Nate. Yeah, keep that leg tight. Keep that leg tangled. This leg should be sandwiched in between your leg. Yeah, well, yeah, between your leg, between your hamstring and your calf. If he decides to run forward, you should be immediately attacking his back, trying to go for a takedown. Okay, can't predict everything, but we want to put ourselves in a good fighting position where we can respond to everything. And ideally, we're not even responding. We're the one leading the dance. Let's see if he makes the adjustment here. Goes for the roll through, doesn't get it. Yep, arm came out. Honestly, that's tough for me too. The arm does come out, so you just gotta be vigilant in clamping that elbow down, or just commit to the girlfriend grip. Got Kev on top. Oh, I'm sorry, with the underhook. Dave, what? In the wrong. Their legs are in the wrong position. Oh no, no, I'm sorry. They're right. It's been a long day, folks. Rolls through for the Coyote, does not get it because he lost control of that overhook. Boom. So far, so good. Here, I'm assuming the legs are in the correct position. Boom. No good. Dave is able to post. Kevin does not have the correct angle or momentum or enough momentum to keep rolling through. So this post is very effective for Dave. Settles back. Somewhere along the way, Kevin lost control of Dave's leg and ends up in side control here. That is the worst case scenario. So please, even if the sweep fails, keep the underhook, keep the leg positioning. Start in the same position here. I'd like to see Kev's. I was just about to say that. I was about to say I'd like to see him step up on that foot, and he did. So here, steps up on the foot, boom. Manages to get a post on the far arm. Watch, he misses the wrist, but he catches the sleeve. Good enough, rolls through. Rolls forward, I should say. Same position, same dilemma. Let's see if he builds. Oh, good wizard by Dave. He's gonna go for limp arm. Yes, he does. Ooh, called that one. I swear I don't see these videos beforehand. I probably should. I swear I don't see these videos beforehand. What made that limp arm successful was watch the bait, for lack of a better word. You see Kevin building height. Dave's naturally going to take away what he feels Kevin wants, drive that pressure down, and that's going to feed the limp arm straight through. I also happen to know Kevin's game from here, and limp arm is one of his favorites. Good wizard by Dave. I need to see Dave step up his leg too to get into a better fighting position, for lack of a better word. Drives through. Sorry, cut off by the ladies here, but I'm assuming he froze the far forearm and drove through. Thought about going backwards, didn't get it. Oh, called Dave slip. Despite the fact that Dave was distracted, that was a pretty good coyote. So here we see him drive through. Dave is off looking at the distance. Boom, Dave is unable to take his arm out. We see Kev still has control over the legs here. Rolls through. Caught him slipping. I'm not mad at it. Tries the other side this time. Steps up on the foot. Limp arm out. Oh, almost had a good recovery by Dave. Let's see what went right and what went wrong. Boom, limp arms through. Gets to it. Looks like oh, okay. So Dave has a very tight grip on his post here. I'm assuming he sweeps him over with like a modified sumigeshi right here. Yeah. Josh on the bottom, Chen on top. Josh with the deep underhook. That's deep. Oh, freezes the far post. Gets right to side control. Very nice. That's pretty textbook. That was pretty textbook. I like it. From here, now they switch. Chan's got the underhook. Josh looking to stand up. Chan's got to get onto his right foot as soon as possible so he doesn't get wizard kicked. Let's look at what went wrong there. He's got to commit harder, meaning he's got to collapse his own base inward and really shoot that arm through, let gravity take over here. Number two, he let go of this overhook. Or sorry, he let Josh get rid of that wizard. So Josh is gonna post. Chan has a chance to rebound to the back. Let's see how this plays out. There we go. Oh, he should have kept going forward. There we go. There we go. There we go. He's got to walk around. He's got to walk around. I like that he went back to the Coyote Sweep, but we didn't manage to get there in time. I'm making them play this out because he's essentially still in the half guard. Goes for the giggler. Forgot to freeze his opponent's far arm. So he's back in half guard here. Good bump and sweep. Very nice. At the end of the day, he's still got the sweep. So now Josh has the underhook. Good. He steps up onto that foot. Rips through for the Coyote. Gets it even though Chan was able to post his arm. Let's see what happened. Here. Boom. Commits hard. Unfortunately, doesn't control this overhook. Chan posts, but Josh is rolling through so hard that you could see that Chan's posture is already collapsing over this base here. Even though he switches to his elbow, Josh manages to get on top. Good roll through. I didn't think it was going to work out. It's usually very hard to finish when you're not controlling your opponent's overhook, but Josh made it happen. Chan steps up on that foot. Looks like he's looking to drive through. Switches it. He's got to come back forward. He got a rebound. Boom, there we go. Gets right to his back. That was textbook. He got to the back because Josh was still having his hand on the ground, collecting his balance, for lack of a better word, from fighting the Coyote Sweep. Good roll through by Josh, blocked by Chan. Josh got to come back, or he could roll backwards again, technically. Good recovery by Chan. That was a beautiful combination by Josh. Look at that whole thing again. Steps up, drives forward, gets the reaction, drives through, but Chan is able to stop him this time with that post. So what does he do? He hooks the leg back, slow rebound. I feel like he could have bumped him up and over a little bit this way, but elects to go forward, builds a base onto that left elbow. Gets up now, then the original position as he comes up. Look what he did. Very sneaky. Notices that Chan's base is a little bit close, so his far arm freezes that post. Drives forward. Chan tries to stay on top by giving up that back, or gives up his back trying to stay on top. That was an excellent sequence by Josh. Chan's turn. Josh stands up. Chan driving in, going through. He's got a rebound. Get to the back. Beautiful. Still counts as a sweep. Kinda. I like both of their reactions. Back on top, Hunter on the bottom here. Oh, Hunter went for the leg, but let's rewind. It's not such fast pace. Watch what Beck does. Crossface. No good. From the bottom, you got to have your ear glued to your opponent's chest. Hunter wisely abandons. Yep, gets back to his side. Gets a dogfight, and Hunter baits him into a guillotine. Let's look at how we can avoid that guillotine. Number one, stay parallel to your partner. Keep the legs entangled. Watch. He loses control of Beck's right leg. That allows Beck to swing forward into the front headlock. Here. And now Beck's got the advantage into the guillotine. I don't think he finished it, but still, let's not even give your opponent a chance. Beck going for that underhook. Hunter's doing a good job controlling his wrist. I like that. Ooh, Beck's pretty flat on his back now. I like that grip that Hunter has. So the butterfly, yeah, they'll probably get reset from here. Good work. Good point and counterpoint from these guys. Okay, good enough. To a stand up. Beck's going to be on the bottom next. Oh, simple setup there. Let's see what happened. So he's real low. Okay, Hunter's sitting super far back. Beck feels that he literally just comes up to his knees. Boom. Plants that foot behind him. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was smart. Watch Beck's left foot. This one right here. Boom, plants it and drives forward. Once he feels Hunter's too far back. Back into the half guard. Hunter with the underhook. Controlling Beck's grip now, but he's too flat on his back here. Yeah, he's got to get onto his side. He's got to stop grabbing Beck's rash guard. Yep, he's got to raise that underhook free the crossface and get out onto his left shoulder. His legs are a little lazy. Beck might be able to step out here. No, he's got to turn the other way. He can recover guard if he turns that way, but he can't get the dogfight. Good. He's got the right underhook now. Got to turn to left. He's got to lower his posture. Yeah, he's got to deal with this crossface here. His knee needs to move. First of all, he needs to break the crossface with his left hand and then move his posture down so his ear's on his opponent's chest. He's swim inside with the left hand, block that crossface. I think he's pushing his knee right now. It's not a bad option. He's trying to muscle up right now. And yeah, even a smaller opponent can control you if they have a really deep crossface like that. There we go. There we go. Oh, he pretty much did the same thing to Beck that Beck did to him. Still want to see him fix that dogfight position a little bit more though. You know what, this is my fault. I think I got caught up in the action. There we go. Back on the side. Let's see if he finishes it in 10 seconds. Oh, Hunter with the pass. Nice job, guys. Jose on top. Oh, wait, no, maybe not. I know where they're going here. Okay, so they're starting in the dogfight. Fly with the underhook. Jose has the underhook. Their legs are wrong. Yeah, that guy has the under. There we go. Yeah, they start. Guy going forward. Oh, gets to the back. Nice. Simple sweep right there. Now Jose's got the underhook. Kai with the tight whizzer. Jose trying to drive him forward. Oh, Kai kind of voluntarily sacrifices his base. No good for him. I don't know if Jose kind of put him in a bad position or whatever, but that was not good on Kai's part. All right, so now Kai's on offense. He's driving forward. Manages to get head out. I would consider that a win. Yep, especially if he gets his hooks in. Good. We're in our new building now, and just looking at this old building, I'm thinking like, how do we ever train in such a small spot? Jose's driving forward. Hey, rolls backwards for the Coyote. Very nice. That's exactly what I wanted. See if Kai can do the same. Jose really lowers his base. Kai smartly high head, high hips. Beautiful. Let's look at that again. Oh, rewind it back a little bit more. Rewind back a little bit more. Here. Boom. We see Jose immediately drop his base because he feels that Kai's going to go for his far leg. Kai does a smart thing, steps that foot up. He should have had it up at the beginning. Steps that foot up, and you're going to see him get high head, high hips, and that's going to allow him, boom. Now that's going to allow him to drive forward. Keep, if you can, we'll probably lose focus of it, but keep your eye on Jose's whizzer. As he gets driven forward, he tries to recover, gives up his back, goes around Kai's head, no good. He's going to give up his back for the points here. End position. All right, so they start. Let's see how Jose responds. Oh, gets a far. Yeah, nice. He didn't even maintain control of that post, but it was good enough. Kai's turn to be on offense. High head, high hips, far post. Jose getting that arm out wide. Beautiful duck under. Jose's got that tight overhook, but Kai feels it coming off. I don't know why Jose keeps going for the head. Maybe he wants to preserve top position. Yeah, no, that's not bad turning into the guard like that, but I'd rather he not give up that wizard. Oh, good attempt by Jose. What went wrong was, watch this wizard. He let Kai get his arm out and he's going to post it. Boom. He's going to post it here. Can it still work? Yes. But at this point, he probably needs to recover and start going back to the forward moving sweeps, or else, worst case scenario, this is going to what happen. Well, I guess worst case scenario will be being mounted or in side control or something. Yeah, now look. Now he's in a pretty good position. He can peel right to the back. I think he's going to run out of time.